What's up, my Fina loves? It's Miss Fina D coming to you all from Vienna Entertainment News. Kenya Moore knows how to get her coins. She knows how to make sure to keep the extra attention on the show that's premiering in a few days, because you know how when you're not here for someone and you really don't care, when people ask you questions, you be like, who? You know, like she did when Whitney Williams asked her about Marlo years ago, and she was like, who? And Whitney had no choice but to move on and things like that. Kenya is not holding back. She's answering every question with honesty, because she knows it's going to make the blog pages. And basically, okay, y'all have been talking about me for years. You know, I don't have to keep repeating the same old Instagram life over and over again. But when Kenya got pregnant, you know, Marlo had things to say. Other people had things to say. So Kenya is not holding back. Y'all had things to say about me for a long time. And each time I keep being the bigger person, like, you know what? I'm not going to talk about them. I'm just going to be quiet. And now she's like, I'm not holding back. It's my time to clap back and respond. So you guys remember the most recent video I posted about Kenya being the ambassador for Baby Quest, and she was at the gate, the event, the fundraiser, and all of that. If you missed that video, go ahead and watch it. And she looks snatched and stunning and all of that. Well, Us Weekly caught up with her at the event, and you know, they asked her some questions. The title is Kenya Moore calls for new cast members on The Real Housewives of Atlanta after declaring she's bored of Marlo Hampton. Now you already know this is going to make its round later on. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. So the article continuing, Kenya Moore is ready for new faces in Atlanta. The Bravo star, who returns to The Real Housewives of Atlanta in the upcoming 12th season, threw shade at Marlo Hampton during an exclusive interview with Us Weekly. All right. And Kenya basically told the magazine at her Baby Quest Let's Make More Babies fundraiser gala on Monday. All right. I think we need housewives or friends of the show that brings something new. And we've seen her for 8 or 9 seasons. I'm kind of just over it. Come through with the honesty. Okay? She ain't cussed that girl mama. She ain't drag her under the bus. Saying you're bored with someone and you need and you want new, housewives or friends of the show does not compare to talking about someone's mother, talking about someone not being pregnant for real, talking about someone's marriage not being real, and all of those below the belt things. She just said she's bored. But you know what, Marlo? Go ahead and give us some content, because I'm looking forward to her response. She's probably not going to respond. But knowing Marlo, the only time her name make the press is either when Kenya Moore gave her some attention, like she did at Marlo hair event in this interview, or when Marlo comes for Kenya. Apart from that, no one cares. But putting Kenya Moore name, my God. Every single article, every single blog page, Kenya. She's a star, and these people know you put Kenya Moore in your title, ching, money. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I understand where the hate comes from. Hate her or love her, her name is powerful. You put her name anywhere, and you're going to get the views and the clicks. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, you know what? And they asked her about Phaedra too. Understand, she's not going around talking about these people. She's in the interview, and they asked her a question. When asked about Phaedra Parks' potential return, Kenya added, I don't think of her at all. Honest answer. So Phaedra girl, don't make a big deal out of it because you're looking for press, because the only time Phaedra makes the blogs is when she announced her new paid boyfriends. You know, the people who normally put things on Kenya Moore, when they're the ones actually doing it. Phaedra girl, she simply answered a question and said she ain't thinking about you, okay? She's not thinking about you. And then she kept it moving. But I understand Phaedra haven't been making the blogs. She only make the blogs whenever she announces her new boyfriend, okay? Like, she gonna clap back because she needs some press. So thank you, Kenya Moore, for doing charity work. Let's continue. Okay, and then basically the article just went down and did the whole history or whatever, okay? And then, of course, they repeated Kenya and Marc announcement, all right, statements of them separating and all of that. And I'm going to skip all of the other stuff they have in here because it's not important. Now, they talk about Marc and Kenya, you know, of course, sharing Brooklyn. And they talked to her about motherhood. And she told Us Weekly that it's difficult to balance the reality series and motherhood. I'm a new mom, so it's difficult, but I do have some help. I just think that you have to take care of yourself first, because if you're not good to yourself, all right, you're no good to anyone else that you're taking care of, especially a baby and a family, she explained. So balancing has been something that I've been trying to perfect, but I think that, you know, sleeping and being on a schedule sleeping is key. Taking care of yourself in terms of exercising, eating well, and then that way you can have time for your baby and your family, okay? Energy, of course. Kenya also credited her estranged husband. I've had help for nearly a year. I've had a husband he is helping me. She said who was, and then the pause, and then he is helping me raise our child together. And I'm thankful that he was in our lives, you know, consistently for a great period of time since Brooklyn was born. All right. So consistently meaning when you're in a relationship, there you go. However, when you're not in a relationship anymore, then it's either every other weekend or things like that. But to be honest, I don't think nothing changed in a major way. Marc is in New York, Kenya is in Atlanta. He's been in New York through the entire marriage. Yes, he flew in, you know, every now and again, but for the most part, Kenya is with Brooklyn all day, every day, and then she would fly over there to see him. And I'm sure when she was in New York, she was with Marc, and Brooklyn went and saw her dad and all of that. So yeah, but just know that in a few hours you will hear the story everywhere about Kenya saying that, you know, she's bored with Marlo. If you want to read the full article, I went ahead and included the link in the description below, all right? And also don't forget that the link to the second channel is also in there as well. And just when I was about to end this video, Kenya Moore posted this stunning cover, all right, and she wrote in her caption, "So excited for my latest cover. Thank you, Upscale magazine, for this beautiful cover and honest story and the writer Rana. It's not easy to remain strong through difficult times, but here I am still standing, all right." And that's the cover, Kenya Moore still standing. And go ahead and read the rest. Now, the interviewer talked about, you know, days after Kenya announced, you know, that she was separating. Well, she said the word divorce, and Marc said separation. But after they released their statements, a few days after that, Rana talked to Kenya, and she wrote in the article how even though Kenya was talking about that she's been a corporation since she was 17, Rana said that Kenya had this sadness in her voice over the phone, of course, for their interview for their latest issue. And then Kenya continued, "Whenever anything is difficult for me or trying or heartbreaking, I just know that you have to keep moving forward and being positive." And the interviewer talked about what I say all the time about how strong Kenya is. You know, they wrote, "More fans know that she is very, you know, resilient." Okay. They also included, "What would crush others has only fueled her." Exactly. And then Kenya continued that going forward, of course, she will always be Brooklyn's mother. All right. And even her critics can't ignore the incredible joy that motherhood has brought her. Brooklyn presence she shares has changed her. And then Kenya continued with Brooklyn, "I am definitely more compassionate. I'm 100% more patient. I feel more kind. But I'm also less tolerant of fake news. Now you guys see why I should be clapping back in the media and people, who are not kind. I strive to be the best mother I can be. I'm very attentive and believe it's important to make her feel like she is the most important person in my life, all right? One of my favorite things to do with Brooklyn is to laugh. She, of course, we already know Brooklyn is always laughing, like Kenya in this video right here, putting her head down for Brooklyn to grab her edges, and Brooklyn is laughing the whole time. She's the happiest baby, and I love to laugh with her. Her laughter is contagious. Kenya also said that she loved traveling with Brooklyn. Not only did Brooklyn go to Greece with her, but Brooklyn went to other places with her, and like the family vacation that she took with Marc when. And that's about it. The article was long, but most of the things that the writer included were things that happened years ago. You have to go back and include certain stories in order to make your article longer and to have a conversational piece. So I get it. Kenya also posted this adorable picture of Brooklyn, and basically the caption is very simple: hello fall. Okay, so anyways, so I'm wishing Kenya and Brooklyn and her entire family nothing but the best. I want to go ahead and end it here, my final loves. Thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.